will be announcing the tariffs on Canada and Mexico for a number of reasons.
In recent times, President Donald Trump has proposed imposing a 25% tariff on imports from Mexico and Canada. This move has sparked significant discussion and concern, especially regarding its potential impact on various sectors, including the oil industry. Today, we'll delve into the intricacies of this proposal, its historical context, and the possible implications for the United States and its neighbors. To understand the current situation, it's essential to look back at the history of trade relations between the U.S., Mexico, and Canada. The North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, implemented in 1994, was a pivotal moment that created one of the world's largest free trade zones. This agreement aimed to eliminate trade barriers and foster economic integration among the three countries. Over the years, NAFTA facilitated a significant increase in cross-border trade, with industries such as automotive, agriculture, and energy becoming deeply interconnected. In 2020, NAFTA was replaced by the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, USMCA, which sought to modernize trade relations and address contemporary issues like digital trade and labor rights. The USMCA maintained the foundational principles of free trade while introducing new provisions to ensure fair competition and equitable treatment among the member nations. Fast forward to today, President Trump's proposal to impose a 25% tariff marks a departure from the free trade principles that have governed North American commerce for decades. The rationale behind this move is multifaceted. The administration has expressed concerns over trade imbalances, the outsourcing of American jobs, and the desire to protect domestic industries from foreign competition. By imposing tariffs, the government aims to encourage companies to manufacture goods within the U.S., thereby boosting domestic employment and production. However, the proposal has not been without controversy. One of the most debated aspects is its potential impact on the oil industry. Canada and Mexico are the top sources of U.S. crude oil imports, together accounting for around a quarter of the oil U.S. refiners process into fuels like gasoline and heating oil. The U.S. and Canadian oil industries had been optimistic that Trump's broad plans for protectionist trade measures would spare oil imports because many U.S. refineries rely on the two countries and have equipment designed to process their oil types. However, sources familiar with Trump's plans have indicated that oil would not be exempted from the plan. Industry experts warned that such tariffs could have significant repercussions. The American Fuel and Petrochemical Manufacturers Group, representing oil refiners, has expressed concerns that across-the-board trade policies inflating the cost of imports could reduce accessible supplies of oil feedstocks and products, potentially impacting consumers and undercutting the U.S.'s advantage as the world's leading maker of liquid fuels. They emphasize the importance of maintaining the free flow of energy products across borders, highlighting that Canada and Mexico are critical for North American energy security and U.S. consumers. The potential economic impact extends beyond the oil industry. Analysts suggest that imposing tariffs on over 4 million barrels per day of crude from leading suppliers seems self-destructive. The Midwest, in particular, could face higher gasoline prices, as it would be challenging to replace the Canadian crude currently in use. This could lead to increased costs for consumers and businesses alike. Politically, the proposal has elicited strong reactions from U.S. neighbors. Canadian officials have warned of retaliatory measures if the U.S. proceeds with the tariffs. Jonathan Wilkinson, Canada's Minister of Energy and Natural Resources, emphasized the strategic partnership between the two countries in countering China and the need for a collaborative energy and mineral security alliance. He suggested that cooperation could include purchasing U.S. military equipment and developing critical mineral projects in Canada to reduce reliance on Chinese products. Canadian leaders have expressed firm stances against the proposed U.S. tariffs, highlighting the intertwined nature of the U.S. and Canadian economies and the potential impact on consumers. In Mexico, the response has been similarly cautious. Mexican officials have expressed concerns about the potential economic impact and have indicated a preference for dialogue to resolve the situation. The interconnected nature of the North American economies means that such tariffs could have unintended consequences, potentially disrupting supply chains and affecting industries on both sides of the border. Domestically, The proposal has sparked debate among policymakers and industry stakeholders. While some argue that tariffs are necessary to protect American industries and reduce trade deficits, others caution that such measures could lead to higher costs for consumers and provoke retaliatory actions from trade partners. The potential for trade war looms large, with experts warning that escalating tensions could harm economic growth and stability. Looking ahead, the situation remains fluid. The administration has indicated that the tariffs are set to take effect on February 1st. However, there is ongoing discussion about potential exemptions and the possibility of negotiations to address the concerns raised by Canada and Mexico. The outcome of these discussions will have significant implications for the future of North American trade relations and the broader global economy. In conclusion, President Trump's proposal to impose a 25% tariff on imports from Mexico and Canada represents a significant shift in U.S. trade policy. While aimed at protecting domestic industries and reducing trade imbalances, the move carries potential risks, particularly for the oil industry and consumers. The reactions from Canada and Mexico underscore the complexities of modern trade relationships and the challenges inherent in implementing such policies. As the situation evolves, it will be crucial to monitor developments and consider the broader implications for international trade and economic stability. Thank you for joining us in this discussion. If you found this analysis insightful, please consider subscribing to our channel for more in-depth explorations of current events. We'd also love to hear your thoughts on this topic. Do you think the proposed tariffs will benefit or harm the U.S. economy? Share your perspectives in the comments below.